Yetti. I have discovered NCT group stuff. I'll put the playlist below, and I feel like each of the units definitely have a different flavour. So I'm excited to do this and actually see some of them on their own. So 10, I genuinely would not be able to recognise 10's voice just from hearing it. So this is going to be good to actually get like a spotlight on him. Whoa, the gaze. He's quite cute. These little expressions he's doing. Is this his combination? Oh my god, this is like combination of his personality, cute, and then you've obviously got like the cool, sophisticated side. Because he's doing a lot of very cute things that I didn't quite expect. When I've seen him in wavy things, it's a lot more smooth and sexy rather than all these like cute expressions that he's doing, and he's like yawn. So baby, don't tame me. You found the light, now you pray me. Oh man. His presence and the little like interactions that he was doing made me totally get distracted from the lyrics, where he's actually, the lyrics are pretty saucy. This whole I'm a lion, don't try and tame me, and you're the prey. And he's wearing animal print. Don't tame me, you found the line, and you pray me. Oh baby, don't fail me, 'cause you really made my fancy work. So tell me what you wanna take. Wow! Oh baby, that was so unexpected. Really made my fancy work. So tell me what you wanna take it. I'm your feet, girl, you could pay me naked. Like a picture, I can see your love running wild. Baby, be my weekend. Love the way you damn! Be his whole plan. I'm your feet, girl, you could pay me naked. Like a picture, I can see your love running wild. Baby, be my weekend. Love the way you posing when we're painting, yeah. Looking at you, girl, I can't control it. Painting, naked. Everybody betting that we don't make it. Guess we gotta leave it up till after now, yeah. Can't stop that inflection. Guess we gotta leave it up till after now, yeah. Come on. Stop, make me wanna rap right now. Red line, keep it going left back. Listen, I like the way that the song is shifting. Like the keys are modulating. I like how everything is changing up, and his outfits, his scenarios are also changing, and it fits with the lyrics, because he's obviously saying that he is unpredictable, that you can't try to tame him, make him into like a certain type of way, that he is going to express himself in different ways. And I like that we're also getting that with the music video and just the tempo as a whole, just changing it up. He's a bad boy. He's not interested in good intentions. He only cares about you. Damn. Man. Show me. I don't usually like rock, but the way he's doing it. He will literally be anything for you. She's posing for him. Ooh.
Listen, these creative choices though, is this him? This is actually like, he himself is creative. It feels very intentional, it feels very authentic. Like it's not just creative directors within SM that are placing all of these elements. It seems like there is some level of direction from him to make it this creative when it comes to the fashion. Like some of them, you know, that mesh thing where he's like, obviously it's just mesh on top of him. Usually that type of thing might make you feel like, ooh, like we've got to like some sort of super sexy phase, but with him it feels more like art. And maybe because he's purposely made the lyrics like that, the fashion choices, it's all kind of eclectic, things that might not usually go together, but somehow they do really work. I mean, like this, like the color combinations that are happening, the fabrics, like everything is, would you actually pick those things together? But his creative mind has, and it actually works. I find that that feels like that's actually him. Oh, and look, we've got a gallery, and this is his gallery, and he's not interested in what you came to see. He's changed it. Oh yes. Oh, I like that. I'm sorry. Before we get to that note, I love that. The fact that at a gallery, people come and they'll interpret things. They stand there and they'll say, oh, this means this means that. And he's literally like, I don't care about any of that. I don't care what you came to see. I've changed it up, and you need to accept that I am unpredictable and I'm a canvas and I can change at any point. Like, don't contain me. I love that. I didn't know that he was this rebellious, but it's like a calm rebellion. It's not chaotic. From luck to fate, I bet on a love every day. Don't care about what people say. So tell me where you wanna take it. I'm your figure, you could pay me naked like a picture. I can see your love running wild. Nah, the layers. Him doing his whole mantra with his like belt. Oh, he's got 10 on his crotch. Oh, and again! Man! Ooh. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! I love this. I love the music video, his choices in the music. I love Sing 10. I really like, he has it all. He has that duality mix. Okay, Taeyong. Oh no, is this gonna be sad? We're singing. Wait. Aren't there lyrics? Oh, there's no lyrics. Okay. We'll just go back from here and just enjoy his visual and his voice.
Thank you and enjoy your flight. Take a flight, go to the cloud nine. 하늘 위를 잠시 빌려봐. 어디든지 빌 너와 난. Let's show how we fly. Oh no.
He's really emphasizing every word. know what I'm more mesmerized by? Like the style of his singing, or like, I don't like to really talk about people being like visuals and good looking and all of that, but you just can't not talk about it. You can't like ignore it or just leave it to the side, because he genuinely is such a visual. Not just like, oh, he's good looking. You can place him with different hairstyles, different outfits, put him in different environments, and you will always get impact. Like, he will always deliver impact, whatever situations you put him in. And that is just mad to me, that like I'm genuinely mesmerized by the man. Just looking. No, but I need to know what he's saying.
walkie-talkie 몰래 walkie-talkie ay 멀리 멀리 잡생각은 멀리 ay puffy puffy 뭉게 구름 밑편에 hold this down in my 풍선 안으로 들어 Other sides of my heart is a real real Dark side in my mind is no longer there
I like how he's actually moving from singing to rapping, and his rap is very melodic. I mean, usually his rap is pretty melodic, but the tempo of it is much more fitting to this, and it generally does feel like very dreamy, very like cloud-like, and it's almost him also saying that it's him showcasing his versatility, that he can bend between the two, and it doesn't have to be like distinct points of a performance. It's just like these are all the parts of him, and it's just kind of weaving together. It's interesting that we're only seeing him the whole time, so this long flight is potentially also a lonely place, it seems, because we're getting lots of blues. Bends like that. Now wow. Yeah. It's interesting, we've got actual flight and then we've got construction flight, where it's not quite real. Oh, that was, no, those lines were beautiful. These lines here when he's backing away, that's so beautiful. He's arrived, but he hasn't arrived because the chair is now empty. So it's not, he actually hasn't got to the destination that he intended to get to. It's interesting in that he's not doing lots of like super fancy things with his voice, reinforcing that whole dreamlike long flight imagery, that it's not very clear-cut distinctive points, or you know, he's doing crazy flutters or things like that. It is melodic and like, I don't know how to, like, yeah, like just dreamy, so that you feel like it's extended, it's an extended period, like you're actually going on that extended journey with him. But I want to see the lyrics. I know he writes some of NCT's lyrics, And I think he composed this as well, right? So I want to see what his intentions were. His use of like imagery of color is really interesting, and he's talking about the light, the darkness, the light falling, and I imagine that's at the points where we're getting him, like the light actually shining through the clouds. That's because I think this is at the beginning, isn't it? It's subtly romantic, but it's not really, I don't feel like it's entirely about romance. Oh wow, it's deep. This whole pulling me down, pulling me like gravity. So there's moments in that felt like wishful, like he's kind of looking into the distance and thinking about either his life or this situation, and it feels not quite sad, but kind of, yeah, just very wishful. And you're getting that in the lyrics as well, pulling me down, pulling me like gravity. So he's trying to get higher, he wants to get higher, but he's feeling like he's being kept and dragged down a little bit, but it's not in an intense way. This is a very Taeyong like bridge lyric situation. This whole like how he cuts certain words up and then puts them together. So this itty bitty J, he wants more, he needs more. Okay, Mark. Wow, the rappers are really emotional beings. Not Mark get me in the feels before he's opened his mouth. Mark, with that tone. Black and white, the color slowly comes in. Oh, please tell, that is him on the backing as well, isn't it? Oh wow. Okay, before we get into that, this whole like, I just want to try and unpick this a little bit. It's so emotional. I know that Mark is known for being sentimental, right? But I like, this is really emotional. This whole at the beginning we're getting hanging heart and it's shaking. It's almost like that feels like he's talking about his personality, and his personality, it feels like he's talking about his idol life, right? And his personality is put on some sort of pedestal, but it's molded and shaken, and he's asking questions of who he actually is. That does he have, it almost feels like, does he have control over that heart that has been presented and shaken around, that people are kind of using, or like, is that him, or is it like what he thinks of himself or what he used to think of himself? It's incredibly deep already. And then just vocals. You can't be what you want. It's too much pressure. It's my question, many questions. 사람들이 바라본 난 누구야? Who am I? Who will be? 다른 밤 같은 nightmare. Why kill my night? Oh, they're chasing him. 너가 부셔버린 밤에 내가 다칠 것 같아. Blah blah blah. I'll talk too much. Don't waste my time. These are flashbacks. Hey, I'll pull
had the strings running pissed off.
Oh, wow.
Twisted, but the fit is to the point. 꿈이라는 게 태양이라면 내 머리는 그걸 빙빙 도는.
Okay, so now he's reached his dream, because at the beginning we're looking at that middle section was when he was on the sofa. That's like comfort, that is home. And he's wearing like construction clothes, but nothing's actually been made. So it feels to me like that's what he's saying, that he's working, but he doesn't feel like he has anything to really like present to show that this has been made. And then we're now getting the life, like the spotlight, the glittery outfit, and him saying like he's chasing, I think he said he's the earth and he's chasing the sun. So he's grounded. He's trying to ground himself, but continually still chasing that dream that he has, and he just doesn't feel like he's got there. And he's asking himself all these questions of like, as the questions that he would have asked as a child, reminding himself of those questions now, but equally asking himself questions that are fresh and new now. And he's just in that constant just turmoil. It feels like turmoil, even in the beginning when he's walking around that room and he's not really getting anywhere, and here he's running, he's not really getting anywhere. He's asking questions and not getting answers.
Hey, I pull at the strings when I'm pissed off. 사람들만 아직 난 좀 twisted, but the fit is to the point. 꿈이라는 게 태양이라면 내 머리는 그걸 빙빙 도는 earth all day. I'm alert, it's a curse, yeah it hurts. I don't know my own strength. There's a lot that I don't know, but you learn when you don't know. Red on my Valentino, push it, let it 책임감.
Yes, take control. Wow.
Brother liquor, I don't feel the same on the day. Tell me later. I don't feel the same on the day. Tell me later. I'm a child. 너가 바란 대로 못 돼. Have a good night. 자장가는 필요 없대. It's my question, many questions. 사람들이 바라보는 난 누구야? Who am I? Who are they? 다른 밤 같은 nightmare.
He keeps breaking the glass.
Oh, why? 혹시 누군간 공감할까? 지금만 그만 알아주면 안 될까? Oh yeah, sir. Whoa. Yes. Yeah.
This is oh man. Oh my god. This whole like instrumental section that we're getting at the point where he's saying, can anyone relate, with this very blank look on his face, is just so heartbreaking. And then we're getting all this fire, things just like burning and falling apart, and that scene where it looks like it's feathers but it's actually mixed in with paper, like, which is probably his writings, his songs, his lyrics, like what's on his mind, and that's just all like falling away.
지금만 그만 알아주면 안 될까? Oh yeah, sir. Whoa. Yes. Yeah. Don't say no, 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 no. I'm saying what's on my mind. I'm trying to spend this day just like yes, sir. I'm trying. No, I'm saying what's on my mind. I'm trying to spend this day just like yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
It's interesting that he's wearing this outfit, because honestly, so I know that Mark is Christian, I'm Christian as well, so I may just be reading into it a bit too much, but anyway, that's what I'm getting from it. That this feels very Joseph and the multicolored Technicolored Raincoat. So I don't know if people know that story, but Joseph was essentially chosen from a young age to do amazing things, and he had dreams. So Mark is obviously talking about dreams and chasing. From the time that he had the dream to the point where the dream actually happened, like he went through a lot of turmoil. He was like chased, he was kind of driven out of his home almost, and he went through a lot of periods of just like meandering through life and not quite getting to where, thinking he's getting somewhere and not actually getting there, and interpreting people's dreams and just all of that. Sorry, I'm probably going into like a little preach, but anyway, I'm just giving you the backstory in case you don't know the backstory. And that really mirrors for me what, like, the fact that he's wearing this, he's wearing all the different colors that were kind of presented in the music video, but also knowing that he's Christian, it just feels like that's what he's saying, that, you know, you have a dream and the road doesn't always look easy, and there's lots of questions along the way about, am I actually going to get there? And then does get there in the end. And he's ended the music video in this, and he's doing the live in this. And I also think it's interesting, at the beginning we got 3 crosses, and that again to me feels like we're getting the, like, one cross is the child, one cross is the like idol kind of life, and one cross is the like Christian kind of life. And he's like, there's questions between the 3, it's molding together, and they're all a part of him, it almost feels. But I just may be like reading far too much into, I just think the power of music and artistry is that you can be like taken into someone's world, but you can also impart. Like, they give you something, but you can also see different elements that kind of fit to you as well. So I'm going with that. Again, let's see him do it live. It's strange seeing Mark perform on his own. I've seen him in so many different scenarios. It's literally the tone that you would ask questions, that you would be searching. Just soft.
I'm a child, 너가 바람대로 못 돼. Have a good night, 자장가 필요 없대. It's my question, many questions. 사람들이 바라본 남 누구야? Who am I, who am I? 다른 밤 같은 nightmare. Why kill my night? 너가 부셔버린 밤에
I like this Mark. I like solo Mark.
Don't waste my time.
Did Mark just become my bias?
Hey, I pull at the strings when I'm pissed. 날 사람들만 나지 난 좀 twisting, but the fits is to the point. 꿈이라는 게 태양이라면 내 머리는 그거
it's actually so hard for rappers to do like this kind of solo set where they're not really like, they're stationary almost. It's not all the dancing that's happening around them, and it's not a music video with all the different visuals, but it's just them and they're doing all their hands. It's hard to do that and not look, I don't know, in my opinion, sometimes people just look a bit like they're trying it or they're forcing it, especially when they're doing all the hand movements. But it feels like it's just coming from him, and each hand movement or each kind of expression is him just expressing the questions that are inside.
I'm alert, it's a curse, yeah,
really like
I don't know my own
subtle.
There's a lot that I don't know, but you learn when you don't know. Rigged on my Valentino, 부실도 부실래 내 책임감. 자유로울 때까지 빌은 걸어봐. 공부하면 되고 싶었어 이 사회와 propane 불어와 I need to blow now 투박해에 느껴지는 발막 가시 길러 쉽게 못 넘기게 나 How'd I get so bitter Brother liquor I don't feel the same 너는
Oh, this part is the difficult part. Propane, liquor, devices.
자존감 필요 없대 It's my question, many questions 사람들이 바라본 난 누구야 Who am I, who babe 다른 밤 같은 nightmare Yeah Hey, oh why 혹시 누군간 공감할까 지금만 그만 알아주면
Oh, and the way that the light is shining through the darkness as well.
yeah, sorry.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I'm saying what's on my mind.
He has no limits.
I'm trying to spend this day just like yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Whew. Mark, listen, like NCT, I think that's what makes them so talented when they come together as a group, because just individually, it's wow. So obviously when you get them all those different flavors together, it's going to be even more like intense and powerful, and you've got all these colorings. I'm excited as each of them are doing more solos, what impact that actually then has on their group stuff as well. But this has been fun seeing like the different flavors that they have individually. See you later. Bye.